Dude, Mondo's making Super 7 look like value, baby.
All right. Welcome back, everybody, to the Collecting Brothers. I'm John. This is Josh. Let's get into a hot topic here. It's the real Ghostbusters 1/12 by Mondo. So let's just take a look at these pretty pictures real fast here. Here's Vecman, then he comes with that pumpkin monster guy. Here he is battling, and no, it is Mondo, right? Mondo's a company that's been used normally been, or at least previously has been doing the 1/6 stuff, right? With like He-Man and Spider-Man, the animated series. This is kind of their first little jump into 1/12 scale. But figure-wise, Josh, what are you thinking on this one? We'll get into price later.
That's the thing, though. I think there is no later. Like, I think the price is so egregious
Yeah.
that you can't even say anything. Like, I just think it's such price gouging by Mondo. Like, I think I think the collecting community is just such a bad taste in our mouths. Like, regardless if this was executed 10 out of 10, I don't even care. Like, who cares if you're charging 200 plus for 6-inch action figure that has minimal paint, right? Minimal paint because a lot of the paint is just the molded plastic.
It's a flat, right? It's a cartoon, right?
Exactly, right? Dude, I got nothing else to say. I don't even want to give any kudos to this because to me, Mondo is just price gouging like crazy here.
And one thing that they did do to kind of help offset that is they did create the exclusive versions. So the one with that comes with Vecman and all of his accessories on that side. On the right side here, you get the exclusive version, which does bump the price up to $200, which is what Josh was mentioning. So there is an option for you to get it at $100, but like Josh said, like this is a 1/12 figure at
Like,
$200.
dude, Mondo's making Super 7 look like value, baby. Like, when I saw this, when I saw the price with Mondo and what I'm getting, I'm like, man,
Shots fired.
I always used to talk trash about Super 7. Nah, Super 7 is actually reasonably priced now with Mondo.
When you look at Mondo, yeah,
Yeah.
you are right, man. I mean, it is such a steep price point. I think the figure looks good. I think they executed that like Ghostbusters look to it. There's enough articulation that they threw in to like get him to like grab the little proton pack on the back. But it is a cartoon. They're putting in things in there: two head sculpts, proton pack, a little capture thing, the Slimer. But I don't know if that's $100 worth of things.
So I mean, yeah, even like if you just think like I think artistically, sculpturally, the people who make these wonderful toys, if you give the artist the option to do a cartoon sculpt versus a realistic sculpt, they're gonna pick the cartoon sculpt because they can knock it out in like a couple days. You know what I'm saying? So like
Yeah,
not even the artist's workload is less, which is crazy that this is that price because when you look at figure arts or you look at Black Series, those take way more time sculpturally from the artists, paint wise from the artists, from the manufacturers, everything. So it's
yeah,
like these should be like what my boy Jazz wears is not Jazz wears what Jada's doing.
Jada,
You know,
Jada, yeah,
where
Jada,
it's like if you're doing cartoon, they should be reasonably priced because
yeah,
because the source material, there's less sculpt, there's less paint, and the sculpt is easier to sculpt.
yeah, 100% true. Now, since Mondo normally does 1/6 scale stuff, do you remember what they go for? Like just like a Spider-Man 1/6 Spider-Man,
Dude, I think like 220, 200.
right? It's that $200, and so my thinking is Mondo's like, well, this is half that scale, so let's just do half the price for it, which does
But
not work.
yeah, it doesn't work because the scale is exponential, right? Like
Yeah, yeah,
one
yeah,
one
that's true.
figure here is one limb on that 1/6 figure. The plastic
Yeah,
and everything,
that's
the
true.
amount of plastic you're getting.
Yeah, it's exponential, like Josh said. So here's a little bit of a size thing. So you get the Slammer at 3.5, the Vecman at 6.5, and then the Pumpkin Ghost guy for eight and a half inches. So I mean they're big, right? That exclusive figure is big, but not that $200. Like if you think about it, right? That pumpkin guy is $100 by himself, is what they're saying, right?
And it's basically a statue.
Yeah, articulations, what at the abdomen, arms,
Torso,
head,
elbow.
and wrists. Yeah, I don't know. I agree with you, man. It's interesting.
I hope this fails though, just so like Mondo needs to learn their lesson. Like I hope this flops, and I think it will. I think it's not just me. I think it's
No, 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 no.
everyone. It's like
I think
it's just so egregious. Like even thinking back, like I used to think those Spartan figures for $100 were egregious, but at least those are like honestly more they're
metal.
realistic sculpt, higher quality than this figure, right?
Yeah,
And so like this is the most egregious 6-inch offering I think I've seen in like ever. I don't
And
think I've seen something more egregious than this.
that's something I said when we first saw these. I was like, Mondo isn't in this game, the 1/12th game, and so I think there's a bit of a learning curve that's going to happen with them when they produce these figures and realize, oh, people are not willing to pay $200 or $100 at the minimum for a 1/12th figure. I think they'll learn.
I'd rather get me a realistic hot toy.
Yeah, at that price point, yeah, for
Same
sure.
price. Yeah.
Yeah, soft goods, great killer sculpt. Yeah. All right, but there's the real Ghostbusters from Mondo. All right, friends. Well, that will go ahead and wrap it up for us. Thank you so much for joining the Collecting Brothers. And as always, keep collecting, keep playing. May the action figure gods smile upon you. Peace.